Hello everyone and welcome to our first Night Models DC Universe Battle Report. Facing off today will be the Justice League versus the Avengers. The mission will be Scenario 12 Training Day from the DC Miniatures Rulebook. Teams score 1 victory point for each knocked out model, plus 2 victory points for each captured model. The Avengers roster consists of Captain America, the Thing, the Incredible Hulk, and the Merc with a Mouth, Deadpool. The Justice League roster consists of the Batman, Wonder Woman, and the Red Sun, Superman. Our table is set up for the game. The Avengers have been deployed, Captain America next to Thing, with Deadpool in the corner. And on the far end, we have the Incredible Hulk coming up the flank. And on the other side, we have the Justice League with the Batman in the rooftops. We have the Red Sun Superman facing down the Hulk, and Wonder Woman in the trees. We will be using tokens to determine initiative. Blue tokens will be Avengers, and black tokens will be the Justice League. Now let's see who's going to take the first turn. And it is the Avengers starting off the game. On to round 1. The Avengers are all powered up, and it looks like the Merc with a Mouth will be taking the first turn. We will be doing body slide, but Captain America does have leadership, which gives other heroes within 6 inches of him additional +1 power. So that means Deadpool actually has 7 power instead of 6. So where are we gonna send Deadpool to? So Deadpool will be using body slide. It's a one-time use. He will spend his 3 energy and end up right next to the Batman. He has found his target. Now with body slide, he can teleport anywhere on the table, but not in contact. So now he's going to start doing his Bang Bang ability, which will cost him 2 energy. And we will spend that right now. And he is not going to boost. He will just do the regular shot. Batman's defense is a 17. Deadpool's attack is a 7. He needs 10 or better on 2d8s. He gets a 9. He just misses his target. So he's going to shoot again, spending 2 more power, and try it again. Actually, he's a master fighter, so he gets a reroll of a d8. And that is a hit. So Deadpool has successfully hit Batman. Oops, wrong card. Sorry about that. So his Bang Bang is the 2 damage. So that's 2 damage on the Batman. And unfortunately, Batman has nothing to actually help him here. He should have boosted his defense. So he will have to soak up that 2 damage from Deadpool. Batman's got plenty of health, so he's still in this game. And the play continues on with Deadpool, spending his last 2 power. He will continue to do Bang Bang, needing 10 on 2d8. He gets a hit, but he's going to try and fish for that extra 8 to see if he can get that critical damage. Unfortunately not, but he does still get a hit, and Batman will take 2 more wounds. Now on goes to the DC side, and Wonder Woman will take her turn. Wonder Woman decides she has to get into the action fast. So she is going to attempt her super jump, which is 1 time per turn, spending her energy to do so. And she's going to get right into hand-to-hand, right into the thick of things, going after the Thing. With the Justice League being outnumbered, Wonder Woman decides she needs to put a quick hit on the Thing and try and take him down. She will do Lethal Blow for 4 power. The Thing's defense is an 18, with Wonder Woman being an attack of 7. She will need 11 or better on 2 dice. Let's spend the power and let's see what we roll to determine the outcome. Let's take a look here. She was going to get a 8, so she just missed. However, she is a master fighter, just like Deadpool, so she's going to get a reroll. Let's see if she can turn into a hit. And she does hit with a 12. The thing does have resistance 1 to physical attacks, so that means that he will soak up 1 of the damage. And I believe it's a damage of 3, so he will only take 2 damage from the attack. And with that, Wonder Woman's attack is done. She decides she will sit on the last 2 of her power to make sure that she is ready for the oncoming Avengers attack. It's clobbering time! The Thing has decided he has had enough of Wonder Woman, and he's going to take his turn. The Thing decides to do punch, but he is within Captain America's range of 6, so he's going to get 1 extra bonus power. So it's going to cost him 2, so he will be down to 5 power. Wonder Woman's defense is a 16, so she decides she is going to spend a power to boost her defenses by +2, so that raises it to 18. So that means that the Thing will need a 12 or better on 2d8 with his attack being a 6. So let's see if we can get a couple of crits here. Not a crit, but he does roll a 13, so he does get a hit right on target. So Wonder Woman will be taking 2 damage. So the Thing has a few options sitting on 5 power. We will be doing clobbering time, spending the 3 power to see if we can get a lucky hit. And if it fails, we'll still have 2 power and we'll try and do punch afterwards. So let's spend the 3 and see if we can get clobbering time. It's a 1 time per turn, so he's only gonna be able to do it this 1 time. So let's take a look and see if I can't get a lucky hit here. He still has a 6 for attack. Wonder Woman still has an 18, so we need 12s, and unfortunately that falls short. It's an 8. So now we will spend the other 2 power and see if we can't possibly get a lucky strike with the punch. So spending the 2, and we are needing 12s on 2d8s. And oh boy, he hit that one for sure. So we're gonna lose another 2 damage on Wonder Woman with punch. So with that, Wonder Woman has taken quite a bit of damage and she is close to the pale area. And we still have Captain America left to go. Now it's the DC side's turn, and Superman, Red Sun, is going to take his turn. Time to take care of the Hulk. He is going to spend 2 power to fly and get next to this empty building, and he's going to chunk it right at the Hulk. See what kind of damage he can do. So the Hulk's going to need to try and avoid the building. He will need a 7 or less on 2d8s. And let's take a look and see if he can't try and dodge. Hulk's not very agile. And his roll, and he fails it on a 12. So man, he has taken a mass chunk of damage from that building. And the building is gone. And oops, before I forget, it costs Superman 3 power to throw the building. Let's make sure I take care of that. And of course, Hulk is going to take his damage. And the thing about Hulk, though, is that the more damage he takes, he's going to get stronger and stronger. Right now, he's at -2 power because if he's healthy. So you want him to take more damage. So in some ways, I think the Hulk's got to be thinking, yeah, thanks, Superman, for getting me some power up here. So Superman has a few options. He's still sitting on 6 power. And I think what we'll do is we'll go with Heat Vision and see if we can't blast the Hulk. So yeah, let's go ahead and go with Heat Vision. We're going to spend the 2 power for that. It's going to be down to 4. And let's see if we can do some more damage to the Hulk. He does have that resistance of 1. And since he's a red sun, he gets +2 to attack. So with the Hulk's defense being a 15, he's going to need a 7 or better. And he nails it with a 9. So that's going to be 2 damage to the Hulk. He does have a resistance of 1 for energy attacks. So 1 damage is going to go straight into the Hulk. Boop. So Hulk takes his damage, and that is the end of that colossal battle right there. Captain America is up next, and his first target is Wonder Woman. So first thing he's going to do is move in to base contact for 1 energy. Getting him ready to lay the smack down. And he's got a few options. He's got 7 energy left to sit on. So he will be doing Meteor Kick. And I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and boost it to see if we can't get a critical damage. So boosting the attack, so that'll cost us 3. It goes down to 5. Okay, so I make a mistake, and it should have been a boost, so it should have been only 4 power he had left. But this is why I roll an extra die. He does get a hit, so it isn't a crit because his attack's a 7. So he does get a hit on Diana, but it's not a crit, so it's only 1 point of damage. And Diana's going to take the point because she's only a defense of 17. So there's the 1 point there. And Cap's going to go again, and this time I do pay the extra point for the boost. So he's down to 2, so technically he should be down to 1. But he only has the 2 energy left. And he's going to try and hit Diana again. And she is actually a defense of 16. Whoops, wrong card. Sorry, my bad. Hitting the wrong guy. There we go. All right. So that's a defense of 16. And here we go. Gonna roll it. And that's 10 plus another die. An 8 is not a crit, but it is another damage. So she does take the damage. And well, we did make a mistake there. We should have only had 1 power, but we went ahead and strike again. And he does get a hit for the 1 point of damage for doing agile kick. So Wonder Woman does take her point. It does put her in the pale. So that means at the beginning of next activation, she's gonna have to take a stamina test to see if she doesn't pass out. But that's the end of Cap's turn. That's the end of the Avengers turn. So now it goes to the Justice League. And Batman's gonna go. So first thing he has to do is spend 1 power to go ahead and move into base contact with Deadpool and start laying the smackdown on him. So now Batman needs to quickly take out Deadpool because the Justice League are outnumbered. So he decides he's going to do sneak attack for 4 power. It's a one-time use for this game. So he's going to decide to boost. So it's going to spend 5 to get that extra D8 and see if he can get a crit and try and get Deadpool out of the picture. He's attack of 7. And Deadpool, I believe, is a defense of 15. And he has no power left, so he can't boost his defenses. So he's going to need an 8 or better on 3 dice, actually. So he's rolling these 2. He clearly already got a hit. That's already a 10. Plus another 7. So 17. So no crit, but he does get smacked for 3 damage. So that was a pretty good hit right there by the Batman going on Deadpool. So Batman, having a little bit of energy left, decides he's going to do reinforced gloves, and he's going to go ahead and boost it since Deadpool's already gone. So let's try and get the 3 dice and see if we can get a crit and do a little bit more damage. He rolls a 10, which is already a hit, with a 17 plus another 5, 22, so he gets a smack. So that's another 2 damage going on Deadpool. So a whopping 5 damage that Deadpool just took in this turn. Ouch. Hulk smash! It's Hulk's turn, and now he's gonna be aiming to get some payback on Superman. He decides to do Fury, which gives him +3 energy, and he's going to be +2 to his attacks. And the first thing he's going to do is move in with Superman. The Titans are facing off, and Hulk is not wasting any time. He's going to go straight for the throat. He will be using his one-time use power, Gamma Strike, for 7 energy. If this thing hits, it's a lot of damage that's coming on to Superman. Let's go ahead and boost it, so he'll get that 3 dice roll. And here we go. Attacking with a 6, but +2 because he had Fury. Superman does have a little bit of energy left, so I believe that we're gonna go ahead and power him up on his defenses. So he will be +2 to his defense. So here you're looking at an 18. So Hulk needs a 10 or better on 3 D8s. Let's see if he can strike it home and maybe get a crit as well. And the roll? No crit yet, but that is already a hit. And just missed it. No, but he does get the hit. So it's gonna be 7 damage going on Superman. Whoa, that is a lot of damage coming onto him. But I believe Superman does have a resistance, and sure he does. On physical and energy, he resists 2, so he's only taking 5. So after the attack, he just pushed 2d8 away from Hulk, and he's going to be pushed 9 inches away. So a little breather for Superman on this next turn. But wow, what a battle between the two Titans. So after the first round of battle, Batman versus Deadpool, going pretty well. And then we also have Diana, Wonder Woman, taking on both Captain America and Thing. And let's see who's going to take the next turn for turn 2. It's going to be Justice League. So to start off the turn, we have to check to make sure Wonder Woman doesn't pass out. She needs to make a stamina check. And it's an 11, and luckily she rolls a 10, so she is fine. So now on to the first turn. We're going to go with Superman. And he's going to try and get some revenge on the Hulk. So I'm spending some energy to fly towards the Hulk. So now Superman's going to have some options here. Has 10 energy to spend. And I think we're just going to return the favor. He's going to do Flying Punch. 6 energy, his one-time use attack. Does quite a bit of damage as well. 5 damage. And I think we're going to go ahead and boost this attack. See if we can't get a critical. Alright, here we go with the die roll. Come on, crit. And he doesn't get a crit, but he does get a hit. Getting a total of 12. Only a defense of 15. Hulk's not going to bother to even power up. In fact, Hulk wants that damage. He wants to get stronger and stronger. The more damage he takes, the madder he gets. And that's going to put him in the pale. So now he's only -1 power. And the Flying Punch does have an ability, Stun 3. So that means Hulk's going to lose 3 power here, putting him down to only 5. So not a bad hit by Superman. So with only 3 energy left, Superman's just going to go ahead and do Heat Vision. See if he can do a little bit more damage to Hulk, kind of pepper him up a little bit more. The abilities won't matter too much here, so it's just the Hulk that's in the way. But let's say we can't maybe get a crit. And the roll off, he does get a hit. And that means Hulk's going to take 1 more damage. He does have a resistance of 1. And that is the end of Superman. On to Marvel. Time to sweep the leg, Johnny. It's Deadpool's turn, and he's going to do slash on Batman. He will be boosting to have a chance to do his critical roll. And he does have Assassin, so on double 8s, he does double damage. So let's see what Deadpool can come up with here. And the roll No doubles. But he is a master fighter, so he does get a reroll. And he gets a double. It's not a double 8, but it is a critical regardless because of the doubles. So Batman will take 3 damage. Deadpool's gonna go one more time, and Batman should have worn the brown pants. Here we go with slash slash. This time he won't be boosting, he'll only be spending 2 power, leaving him with 1 to at least try and get some defense bonuses just in case. So 2 d8s, and he does have his reroll, and he does get a hit. However, Batman did boost his defenses by spending 1 power, so he's at defense 19. So Deadpool's attack just barely misses. DC's turn, and Wonder Woman's gonna go. She's gonna be doing Amazon's Fury, her 1 and done attack, costing her 5 power. She's gonna be left with 3, and this is a shockwave attack. Everybody within 2 inches will take this damage unless they can pass an agility test. So Captain America has an agility of 8, so he needs an 8 or less to pass this, which he does. And now it's the Thing who's gonna have a little bit more of a problem. Agility is a 5. Let's see if he gets it. Whoa, he does with a 5. Wow, I did not expect Thing to pass that. That was unfortunate for Wonder Woman. So that is the end of Wonder Woman's turn. She decides to bank on her final power, and Thing is gonna go, and he's gonna go straight for clobbering time. See if we can get that distract and lower her defenses for Cap. So he's gonna spend his 3, and he's gonna boost. So it's gonna be 4 power that we're gonna spend. So he'll be rolling 3 d8s and try and hit Wonder Woman here. All right, come on, crits. Let's see what we get. So now Wonder Woman is contemplating to go ahead and do one of her abilities to try and block this incoming attack. She's going to spend 2 power, and she's going to go ahead and do Indestructible Shield so she can ignore this attack coming up by Ben. And he did get a hit, but now Diana has to roll an agility check. And if she passes it, she ignores the damage completely. Her agility is an 8, so she has to roll 8 or less on the 2 d8s. And she misses it by 1. She gets a 9, so she is going to take the damage from clobbering time from the Thing. So I believe the damage on clobbering time is a 3, and it sure is. And that she's going to be distracted, and she's going to take 3 damage. She is well into the pale zone, so 3 more damage on Diana. So the Thing's still banking 4 power, so he's going to go ahead and strike since Wonder Woman's already taken a turn. So he's going to spend 3, leaving him down with 1 power to boost his attack, which is just a regular punch. Now Wonder Woman will spend her last power here, so that way she can boost her defenses. So that'll make her defense an 18, and she's hoping that Ben misses this attack. And the roll for the Thing, and he got it. He got it with a 15. That's even before adding his attack value. So that's going to be another 2 damage going on Diana. And with that, she is going to go into the critical. So she has to take an immediate stamina check to see if she doesn't pass out. Here we go. She does not make it. She gets a 15. So down goes Wonder Woman. So that's going to be easy pickings for Captain America now. So I'll make an accidental goof here. It should have been the DC universe going next, and instead I go with Marvel and Captain America activates. So a little bit of a mess up here, but I don't think it would have changed the outcome either way, since nobody else was going to strike Captain America. So Cap's just going to go, and he's going to just try and finish off Wonder Woman, try and score some points. So he ends up doing shield throw. I'm not too sure if I can shoot in the hand, but I went ahead and just did it. Here's the roll. He does get a hit. It's a total of 12, 17. That's even before he gets his attack action. So Wonder Woman is just going to take 3 more. She completely out of energy. Even though she had her defenses up, it still was a hit. So Captain America only needs a little bit more to try and take out Wonder Woman and score some new points here for Marvel. So the last attack was a +1 damage because of the heroic action that Cap has. Now he's just doing Meteor Kick, hoping to get a critical, and he does with double 5s. So that is going to knock out Wonder Woman. She's down to only 2 health. So with that crit, that knocks her out. And the first points for Marvel are scored, and it is 1-0. So with Wonder Woman being down, that means Captain America can capture her, scoring Marvel an additional 2 points. And the first casualty is for DC, and they are seriously outnumbered now, being down 1 person. So that is the end of the Marvel turn, and they are up 3 points. So now on to the DC side, and Batman's going to take the next activation and try and take down Deadpool. He will do reinforced gloves, and he's going to boost the attack, leaving him with 5, and hoping for some crits here. So Deadpool does have a little bit of energy left, so 1 to be exact, so he's going to go ahead and boost his defenses, try and stop Batman from, technically just hurting him. But let's see what Batman can roll and see what kind of damage he can do upon Deadpool. And he actually scores a hit with a critical, and he also has Master Fighter, so he gets a reroll. So even with the 2 again, he still gets a critical hit on Deadpool. So that means he's going to be taking 3 damage. So Batman still has 5 energy. So he's going to go ahead and smack again. He's going to use his reinforced gloves and see if he can get a crit. He will go ahead and boost his attack. That's going to leave him with 2. And let's see if we can get some crits on Deadpool. He did it 1 time. And this time around he doesn't, but he does have a reroll because of Master Fighter. It's not a crit, but it is a hit. Regardless, it is 2 damage that's going to go on Deadpool. So now Deadpool's in trouble because he is now in the Pale Zone. And that is it for Batman. He is done and taking his turn. So now we're going to jump over to Marvel. And here we go again, Battle of the Titans. The Incredible Hulk only has 5 energy left. But let's see if he can make a difference and do another smackdown on Superman. So spending 3 power, Hulk is going to do Hulk Smash, and he is going to boost the attack to get a better chance of possibly getting a critical hit. Superman's going to spend his final point, and he's going to up his defenses, making him an 18. Make it a little harder for Hulk. Don't give him an easy hit. And here we go. The Hulk doesn't get a crit, but he still hits. Got an 11 plus 2 to 13 to his attack of 7. So he did get a hit, so it's going to be 2 damage on Superman. Unfortunately, Superman still has 2 resistance to physical, so he actually just soaks that up. So Hulk needed to score that critical hit. So why not? Let's just go ahead and smack again. This time it's only 2 dice. He needs criticals, and he almost gets it. 8 and a 1, not enough. And even if he hit, Superman would just laugh at him and just soak up that damage. And that's going to be it for this turn. Turn 2 is in the books, and DC just being outnumbered at the moment. No Marvel casualties just yet. So before the end of the turn, Hulk takes the stamina check, and he just barely makes it with a 10. His stamina being an 11. Now Deadpool, let's see if he can pass his stamina check. And oh man, that is not good for Marvel. Deadpool goes down. So let's take a look and see who's going to start turn 3. And it is the Avengers. Here we go. So So to start off with the Avengers turn, we have to go with Deadpool to see if we can't get him up. And we're going to go ahead and roll a stamina check on Deadpool. And here I make a mistake. I think it's a 7 and it's actually an 8. So I kind of mess up there because Deadpool could have gotten up and taken some actions against Batman. So anywho, oh well, we make mistakes. So Superman goes, since the Avengers already had gone, and he decides to do Super Punch, and he's just gonna try and wail on the Hulk and try and take him out of this game. Hulk decides he is going to boost his defense, so he's going to be down to 8 power, so it makes him a 17. Superman being a total attack of 8 because he's Red Sun Superman. He needs a 9 or better, and he does hit home, so that's going to be 3 damage on the Hulk. And the Hulk, since he does have a resistance of 1 to physical damage, only takes 2. So now on to the Avengers turn once again, and the Thing this time goes, and he is going to just try and run up and get to the Hulk as quickly as he can to give him some backup, because he's in trouble. Doesn't look like it, but man, he's in the pail. And in this game, you just never know. He might fail his stamina check, and down goes the Hulk. So DC decides to go ahead and use a pass token. So the Avengers take their next turn, and Captain America goes. There's not really much he can do at the moment, so he just runs up to try and get ready to help out Deadpool for the next turn. So now it goes on to the DC side, and Batman, well, once again, we messed up with Deadpool, so Batman's going to have a field day just trying to knock him out. So the first thing he does is his reinforced gloves. He decides to go ahead and boost the attack, so it's going to give him 3 d8s. And with Deadpool being on the floor, that means he's a lot easier to hit. And he does barely he gets a hit there, and he does his reroll because he's a master fighter. And he's trying to strike again, and this time he hits him one more time, and that's going to be even more damage on Deadpool. And Batman still has a little bit of energy left. He's going to try and take it home here, try and get a crit, try and take out Deadpool, and that he does. He gets 2 8s and a 2, plenty enough to hit and just take out Deadpool. And this is pretty much Deadpool being knocked out. So it goes back to the Avengers, and the Avengers are going to activate Hulk. Hulk's going to do Hulk Smash. Superman decides to boost with his last energy to try and get some defenses up. Hulk decided to boost, and he does get a hit. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the crit because he needs a crit in order to do any type of damage, and Superman has resistance of 2. So Hulk decides to once again try and get him with Hulk Smash, and trying to fish for a crit. He needs to at least do 1 crit so he can do damage, and he does get a hit, but once again it just bounces off Superman. This guy is just way too tough, and Hulk is not penetrating in there. So after the final round, Deadpool is knocked out, and Batman actually scores an additional victory point because he has the mark of the bat. So every time he takes out one of his objectives, he scores 1 additional point. So that means DC is just behind by 1 point. It is 3-2 Avengers, and the next turn is Avengers. So to start off, this turn 4, Hulk goes, and he has to take a stamina check to make sure he's all right. And he once again barely passes it with a 10. His stamina is an 11, but he decides that he's going to take the first turn. Hulk is going to do Hulk Earthquake. See if he can't knock down Superman to make it a little easier for him to hit him. So he spends his 4 energy, so now all Superman has to do is try and pass an agility test, or he falls down. And here's the test, and of course Superman passes it with a 5, so Superman is just fine. Hulk decides, oh well, let's go ahead and boost and hit with his Hulk Smash and see if we can get a crit to at least do 1 damage on Superman. And he gets 1. Double 7s and a 1. That's a hit and a crit. Of course, it would be 3 damage, but Superman does have a resistance of 2, so he takes 1 whole damage. And that is pretty much Hulk's turn. Not as successful as he wanted it, but hey, oh well. So DC's turn, Batman's gonna go, and he's gonna go ahead and subdue Deadpool to score an additional 2 points for being captured. And he does just that. Oh, actually it's just 1 point, I'm sorry. But Deadpool has now been captured, so that takes the point value up to 3, which technically should be 4 because of the additional bat point that he gets from the mark of the bat. So that was just my fault. I do correct it a little bit later. So now Batman is just gonna try and move down and try and face Captain America, his next target, his next mark. And classic battle here, Batman versus Captain America. Who doesn't want to see this happen? So Batman goes first with his activation, and he's gonna do his reinforced gloves, boosting the attack, and trying to get some crits here and try and take down Captain America. So I accidentally roll, and I forget that I wanted to go ahead and boost Cap's defenses to try and make it a little harder for him to hit. Unfortunately, it still is a hit. Batman just rolls way too high, but he does take 2 damage. And now Batman's going to go ahead and strike one more time. And this time he's not going to boost because he wants to try and defend himself from Captain America when it's his turn. And he is a master fighter, so he gets a reroll. And he does score once again another hit with a 12. So Cap takes another 2 damage. And Cap is, man, he's getting hit pretty hard. And that's the Bat's turn. And on to the Avengers. The Thing is going to go next. He spends 2. He needs to try and move up to try and get into better range to get ready to charge Superman. And let's just hope Hulk is still around so that he can try and help him out. So the Justice League are on a roll, and now it's Superman's turn. He's going to strike at the Hulk with a super punch. Hulk is going to try and boost, try and protect himself. And Superman's got the critical, but he doesn't roll a crit, unfortunately, but he does get a hit. That's going to be 3 damage, but Hulk's resistance takes 2. I correct that here in a second. Superman this time, he's going to boost it once again. Go for broke, man. Why not? See if we can't get another crit here. And this time he does. He hits it with 2 6s and a 2. So that means Hulk takes 4 damage. So he's taken 3 because of the resistance of 1. So he is in the pill. He's going to have to take an automatic stamina check to see if he doesn't pass out. He needs an 11 or less, and he makes it. He's fine. So good thing there. So now Cap goes. This is the Avengers' turn. And he's going to do Meteor Kick to try and slow down Batman. So he boosts the attack. And he's rolling 3 dice and try and hit Batman. Batman's going to spend his last power. Go ahead and boost his defenses, making him a 19. Making it a little bit harder for Cap to hit. This time Cap does miss, just barely. So he decides he's going to do it once again. Meteor Kick, boosting the attack. Why not? There's nobody else that's going to hit him. And let's see if we can't take it home here. And he does get a hit, doing 2 damage to Batman. And Batman's got a ton of health. So man, he is nowhere near being worried about being knocked out at the moment. All right, so with the end of the turn, now we're going to take stamina checks. Batman goes first. He's fine. The Hulk, this is a pivotal one. The Hulk does not make it. He goes down. Oh no, that is not good for Marvel. And now here you have the Thing staring down on Red Sun Superman. Who's going to take the first turn? For turn 5, it is Justice League. So with the Hulk failing his stamina roll, Superman's going to try and just finish off the Hulk. He's almost down to like no health at all. So he is going to just throw the Hulk into Thing. See if he can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. So he's spending the energy to throw. This will definitely, if he hits it home, he's going to knock out Hulk. And hopefully do as much damage as he can on the Thing if he doesn't pass his agility roll. for trying to dodge the Incredible Hulk coming at him. So here's a test to see if Superman throws, and he nails it with a 10. Of course, with Hulk being a defense -4, so much easier to hit. So Hulk is knocked out. So that scores an additional point for the DC side. And now the Thing has to try and dodge, or else he's going to get damage, and he actually makes it. I can't believe the Thing is just a dodging animal right now. So Superman decides he's going to fly up to the Thing, and he's going to get his hands dirty. Because, I mean, hey, what else is he going to do? He's got to try and take him down. So in goes Superman, and he's going to go in with a super punch, and we're going to go ahead and boost that attack, try and get some more damage on Thing. And let's see, I mean, he's Superman, he should be able to hit, and oh man, he actually whiffs it, and he gets a crit, but he misses the attack. Oh man, this is the first time. Too bad Hulk didn't get that awesome little roll there, but the Thing is actually unscathed. He's okay. On goes to Captain America, and Captain America needs to take out Batman. It's now or never. He's got to go in with a meteor kick. He's going to boost the attack, and he's got to try and take down the Bat. Batman's going to boost his defenses. He's going to spend the 1 power, so he goes to a 19. And Captain America has a chance to get an additional damage. So his roll, he does score a crit actually, double 7s and a 5, so that scores a hit. So Batman's going to take 2 damage from the crit. And he actually takes an additional damage. I keep forgetting that Captain America actually has heroic action, so his first attack actually does a bonus +1 damage. So Batman did take 3 damage there. So Captain America continues his onslaught, and he's going to do another agility kick on Batman, and he's going to boost the attack. Doesn't score a crit, unfortunately, but he does get a hit, so that's going to be another additional damage on Batman. And he's hoping that maybe Batman will fail his stamina check, but who knows? Batman's got a high stamina check, but now Batman's going to return the favor. It's going to be his go. And he decides to go ahead and do reinforced gloves, but he doesn't boost the attack. He only does a regular attack to see if he can get more damage on Steve. But I don't know, I think it's a mistake. Captain America go ahead and he beefs up his defenses by +2. I think I should have boosted Batman just to get a easier hit, but he actually does fail to hit here with an 8. And he fails to hit him, so this second time around he decides to boost it, which I think he should have boosted the first one, but oh well. So this next one, he's going to score, looks like a crit. So he's going to be doing 3 damage to Captain America now. And yeah, it was a crit. It was double 8s and a 1. And Cap's going to take 3 damage, and that's going to put him in the pale. That's not good for Cap. He's going to have to take a stamina check. He does have soldiers, so he'll have a reroll on his activation. So Thing's going to go, and Thing has to deal with Superman. So man, this is going to be tough. Let's see if he can't score some damage. Hulk didn't really have much success. So Thing decides to do clobber in time. He boosts the attack, and Superman's going to boost his defenses. He's getting close to the pale, so he's hoping to stop this attack. And the Thing, oh man, he scores a critical hit. Thing's been doing pretty good in this game. So that's going to be 4 damage to Superman. He's going to soak up 2. That puts him in the pale. So, man, let's go for all or nothing. The Thing's going to go for a punch and see if he can't just get a crit so he can do 1 more damage. And he fails. He doesn't get a hit. So that is the end of turn 5. And, man, this is it. Only 4 guys left, 2 for DC, 2 for Marvel. And let's start doing some stamina rolls at the end of this turn. Let's see who's going to be standing up and who's going to be laying down. So Superman is first, needing a 12 or less. And he fails. Oh man, I can't believe that. A roll of a 13. He failed it by 1. How crucial is that for Marvel? That Superman has gone down. Captain America's up next. And he needs a 9 or less with a reroll because he has Soldier. He failed the first one. Oh, actually, no, he passed it with a 9. All right, Captain America's still in this game. And now let's see who's going to take the turn. If I can get the damn thing out. There it is. DC's taking the first turn. So Superman will activate first, and this is his one chance to get up, or else Thing will have a field day on him. Here we go. Here's the roll for a stamina check, and he fails it once again with a 13. What are the odds? Wow. Superman stays down. So that is the end of DC's turn. So now it goes to Cap. Cap decides he's going to wail on Batman. He's going to do a meteor kick, boosting the attack. So see if he has a chance to get a crit. Batman does boost the attack. So here's the roll. And he does score a crit. Luckily, Batman did boost. Unfortunately, he still got the crit. So I'm going to spend the energy for Batman here in a second. He's going to take 2 damage. So there we go. Spending the 1 point because he did boost. But unfortunately, the hit still went through. So 2 damage. That's going to put him in the critical. Actually, I think I forgot to roll a stamina check for Batman last turn. He should have had a stamina check. So that was actually my fault. But here's the stamina roll for this right now. And he passes it. He's fine. So that means Captain America is going to continue his damage. And he's going to do another meteor kick. And he's going to just do a regular hit this time around. See if he can't just score a crit this way. And actually he does boost and he does get a crit. But he just misses the attack, I think. Let me double check. That's an 11. That's a 17. And actually he does miss it, even with the minuses, because he's in the critical zone. He has -1 defense, but he did boost, so that makes it an 18. So bad break for Captain America. He just missed it by 1 stinking point, or else he would have gotten another 2 damage on Batman. So nothing else to do. He's going to go ahead and boost it one more time. See if he can get a crit. And the roll, he scores it again. 7, 10, 16, but he misses it. He misses it by, once again, by 2 points. Luckily, Batman did boost so that way he could prevent Captain America from taking him down. Wow, what a fight there is there. But here comes Batman. Now it's Batman's turn. So now his turn to return the favor. So he's going to go in with his reinforced gloves, boosting the attack. And these guys are almost just wailing at each other. And Batman doesn't score a crit, but he does score a hit. That's 2 damage. Steve has nothing to boost, so he's taking the damage here. And Batman once again boosting the attack. This time around he doesn't score. No, he does not score a crit. It's just another 2 damage. And Steve now is in the critical zone, so now he has to roll a stamina check. And Steve fails it, but he does have Soldier, so he has 1 chance to try and stay on his feet. Come on, don't do it. He's gone. Bad break for Marvel there. So now it's the Marvel's turn, and a Thing is going to activate and see if he can't knock out Superman. Let's see what he can do. And he does clobbering time, his 1-time use per turn, and he actually fails to hit. Oh man. So the Thing, all he has left really is just punch. He decides to boost the attack. And at this point it's pretty much game. He's not going to be able to take out Superman. He does score a crit, but it's just not enough damage to take down Superman, unfortunately. So this is a victory to the DC universe. The final score being 4-3. What a really close game, and DC managed to pull it out. What a great game. We'll have to do a rematch. Avengers versus Justice League 2, hopefully soon. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the game. And please comment below, see if you'd like to see more of this content. We'd love to bring more to you. And I know we probably made a ton of mistakes on there, and we do apologize for that. But we hope that everyone has a happy holiday, and we'll try to bring you a lot more content in the future. Until then, don't forget to paint your walls crimson.